Hello viewers, Tim Poole here, editor of Gambling Insider, and I'm with a familiar face, an old friend, Adam Gros, CEO of Gamblineers, a regular Trafficology contributor as well. Adam, thanks for joining us. How are you doing?
Thanks for having me. I'm doing well. This is my first day at ICE today, obviously because it just opened. So looking forward to the new experience here in Barcelona.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of new things for everyone to kind of take in, but it's a massive venue, and ICE, as always, is a huge show. To start off with, walk us through the latest developments, specifically with you guys at Gamblineers. Obviously, you guys are a crypto affiliate. Tell us what's been going on.
So yeah, I actually do have some news. So Gamblineers, last October, Gamblineers merged with two other brands. One being BCK, that's BitcoinCasinoKings.com. The other one is Gamble.io. So obviously the team has grown, the amount of work tripled, but these are all good things. Yeah. So a lot of things going on. We have some technical development in plan, I guess. Otherwise, content-wise, not so much new from last year. But hopefully with the development in the crypto industry, new tokens being issued, that we'll be able to add something interesting as well.
Sure. Fantastic, and that's a very nice, very natural segue into my next question, which is, in terms of crypto gambling, even from me that's a general question, but specifically, what are the kind of biggest trends at the moment heading into the new year? Well, we're starting in this new year.
Well, I mean, the most obvious one is Bitcoin reaching 100K, right? And surpassing it the second time now, yesterday, I think, when it went to 108. So it's difficult to say as to what to expect from all of this, but I would expect a lot of new altcoins or shitcoins or both popping up because we are in a bull run, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure if I'd say that I would expect a lot of new coins to enter the gambling industry as well. I always hope for it, but since that mostly depends on only a couple of brands using their own software, who are usually quicker to add new things because they have their own development teams and their own platform, so to say. These things move slowly. But hopefully new coins adopted, bringing in new players, maybe, I don't know, even younger generations and so far.
I want to ask you about a couple of those coins specifically in a minute, but I've got a friend, I'm going to shout his name out, Guled Kahin. I told him a few years ago that crypto was a bubble, and every day he tells me, oh, it's, Bitcoin's 100K, it's not a bubble anymore. Was I wrong and was he right?
Well, I mean, when it comes to these questions, I guess the time frame is the most important. A lot of people say Bitcoin's a bubble, it's going to burst at any minute, which obviously can be true at any point of time, but so far it hasn't, and people have been saying that when Bitcoin reached 1K, when Bitcoin reached 10K, when it reached 50K, now when it reached 100K. So as far as I'm concerned, I count myself among the believers and the hopers. So people who believe and hope that Bitcoin will continue going in the same direction. Right now, it's sort of like more like a store of value kind of thing, as opposed to being a transactional currency, which is fine because there's a lot of other altcoins that fill the other gaps in terms of their transactional significance. So I don't know. Did you say that you said that Bitcoin is a bubble?
I was the non-believer, and my friend was the believer.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, right now, I would say that he was right. But
that's okay.
Who's going to be right at the end, right? And when exactly what the end is going to be, we'll see. I guess at some point, another technology might come up that's going to change the infrastructure and the scene completely. But whether that's going to happen in a year, 10 years, 100 years, or never, who knows?
No, objective. I appreciate that. A final question from me, a final word. So we mentioned you mentioned briefly new coins that are out there. There's Trump coin at the moment, and maybe some others. Can you tell us a little bit about that as a general crypto trend, but whether also that might impact gambling at some point?
Okay, interesting question. So there's definitely a lot of development right now with Trump's inauguration, him taking over the office. So to be honest, I don't know much about Trump coin or Melania coin, because if I believe both of them are coming out, actually no, Trump coin is already out. Melania coin is supposedly coming out tomorrow or today or sometime this week. So what exactly to expect from new coins like that, it's hard to say, because as far as I know, there's not like a plan behind it. Trump just issued it for the fun of it.
It sounds like a lot of his policies potentially.
Yeah, so I don't know. Right now, it kind of looks like a marketing stunt, but for example, so was Dogecoin, right? Which was literally issued as a meme coin, as a joke, and you can see where it is now. It's basically any casino that can confidently say that it's a crypto casino accepts Dogecoin. So you can, I mean, it's hard to say. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the bigger brands like Stake or BC Game and the larger crypto casinos that have an easier way of adopting new coins would join Trump coin to their portfolio. But whether or not that's actually going to happen, we're going to have to wait a couple of more months and see where things go. It would be interesting. It would be fun, I guess.
Well, it's definitely something to watch out for in 2025. I'm sure we'll hear more from you throughout the year, and you'll contribute to Trafficology. And best of luck with everything you're doing at Gamblineers with your new merged brands as well in the coming year.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.